Hi everyone, Luca from lucasphotography.com, and this video is going to be a quick short tip on how to combine picture in Photoshop if you're doing some composite. I do a lot of composite when I work on property photos, and the reason for that is because I use a lot of artificial light because I insist in keeping the atmosphere outside and trying to keep correct exposure outside. And I would say 90% of the time, if you want to do this, the only way possible is to expose for outdoor and then bring flash indoor to kind of balance the light. So what I've done here, I've got 4 pictures. That's quite a simple one. I've got some rooms or places where it goes up to 20 or 30 pictures to get every single place of the room, depending on the size, correctly exposed. So that I thought was a good example because I was photographing, I took a picture of a bedroom, then I took a picture of the bathroom which was next to it. And what I wanted to do in one of the pictures is then kind of show that the two were next to it. Unfortunately, as I was taking the picture of the bedroom or the bathroom, I couldn't really kind of incorporate them, so I had to kind of back up a little and took a picture of them too. So I've got 4 pictures which I've taken here, which I will show you. So that's the first one, second one, third one, fourth one, and as you can see, they're all exposed differently. So what I've first done is expose for the outside, so we can see the trees outside, so we can obviously see there is a nice view. Then I lit the room a couple of times, then I went in the bathroom. So what I did is I firstly exposed for this, and then I went in the shower and exposed for this. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is obviously bring everything into Photoshop. Now, okay, all the photos are going to be put. So what I'll do is I'll take this one as my base room. And what I want to do is separate this. So what you want to do is click on that tool here, then drag it off. And what you want to do is click Shift, press the picture and bring it on top of this one. And what this will do, it will bring the picture as a layer on top of this one. And the other thing that what it's going to do is it's going to bring everything together. So you're going to use each pixel to put it together and make it nice and straight. So each picture is exactly as it is. If the tripod has moved a bit during when I was taking the picture, this will fix it in some way. Obviously it's got to be a little, and you just keep doing this. So Shift, drag it to that one, and as you can see, the layer starting to bring up. Okay, same as this one. Right. Okay. So as you can see, this is pretty much impossible. I mean, you could do some HDR photo, but I personally don't really like HDR. I think a lot of people do it. I don't really like the look of it. I think doing property photos this way give you a more aesthetic and a more sophisticated look. But again, this is the way I work. Some people will think different. So to me, this is, I've got this bedroom well exposed here with the window, I can see outside, but obviously the bathroom is a big problem here. So let's bring the first layer. So as you can see, I have the shower space here, which is highlighted. So I went actually inside the shower, put a flash in there. I know, I actually went in there. So I was working on remote, so I've not touched the camera. I was just going around with a flash and remotely trigger the camera to flash it. Okay, one moment. So what I want to do here is take, there is different way to do it. Depending on what I'm trying to lit, I'm gonna get or the lasso tool or the square tool or the quick selection, depending on what I'm doing. Here I will take the square tool, so I'm just going to zoom out a little, so give me a bit space. And what I want to do, let's start from scratch. Select the layer you are choosing, square around where the flash was. Then what I want to do is click on lit. So what this is going to give me is just going to select what is more litted than what it was on the previous selection. So, and you're going to click on that little thing here, which will create that, I don't really know how you call it, but it works out. So by taking this off now, the only thing that comes up is the bathroom, which is great. Okay, and I just keep going. So the third layer was lighting the bathroom. So same, use this tool, make sure that you have the layer which you are choosing, which you are working on, selected. And here the light goes off a bit further, it goes to about there. So what I'll do is I'll go to the top, to the end, about here. Okay, and exactly the same, choose litten, and yes, so that will bring me everything together. And the fourth one, okay, as you can see, the fourth ones I bring a few just to kind of load the shadows here, bring a bit more light. So same here, I'm going to select my layer 3, bring the tool, and here again select a square, choose the litten option, click on this, and here we go. And here I've got everything litten. Now it might be just a bit overexposed, but that can be fixed quite easily later on. But what I wanted to show you through this is that you can easily do a composite photo, and this is how you would do it to put it together. And going from a natural picture, I mean this was not even natural because I had a flash in, but by adding all this, putting flash everywhere, I'm able to, as a viewer, as a possible buyer or tenant of this house, I can see that a bedroom is connected to a bathroom, I can see that there is a beautiful view outside, and being able to capture all this way in natural light is just impossible. You will have to work with composite again, but in my opinion, I think this looks better than if you were working in natural light. So that's my tip on property photography and composite. If you have any questions, post them down below. If you like to see me actually working on doing this, please let me know. I do know there is a few perspective issue which will be fixed, but this tutorial was really about composite and how to pull it together in Photoshop. So thanks for watching, and cheers, see you.